I mean, addiction is a kind of addiction. I never was into thank God. I was
You
never
like
a guy. Yeah, I liked uppers a lot.
Yeah. I like speedballs. So I can still taste it. We get my cock hard as we speak. And people are like, whoa, that's crazy that he says that. But I know the truth of the matter of like what my life looks like. And I've been sober long enough now to like, you couldn't pay me $5 million to even entertain the thought of a drinker. Like it just, the euphoria is worn off. But when we talk about that, I can taste it in my fucking throat.
Oh yeah. I can taste in the back of my throat right now if I really think about it.
You know, you walk into certain buildings and I'm like,
that little tingle in my nose.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, something's in here.
Now we're fucking rocking.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I know a little bit about your world, but just for like 2 minutes because I shoot it and then I'm just sucking my own dick for as long as I can. Which the irony is I had this humongous tattoo in the peak of my addiction.
Okay.
That says Carpe Diem, which in Latin means seize the day.
Yeah.
And I spent every waking minute of every day trying to fucking
pass the
sleep.
fuck out.
Like, there was no seizing any fucking thing in my life.
If you're conscious, you're working on changing that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was scared to smoke.
Interesting.
I was an intelligent dope fiend.
You're like the last person I would have expected to say that you were scared to smoke.
And I say that in all sincerity, like not even trying to be funny.
I was terrified of
Really? Yeah,
I was horrified of it.
And to me, that is fucking idiotic. It makes no sense. And that's where the abnormal becomes the normal.
Yep.
Right? Because you motherfuckers, you take a blast for $10, $5, whatever you buy, and that's a 10, 15-minute deal.
Yep.
And at the end, I shoot a bag of for $10. That'll at least hold me for 6-ish hours.
Yep.
I can't do every fucking 10 minutes coming up with $10. So I had a healthy fear of smoking. So if you like gave me a hit, I'd very cautiously take it, but also really mindful of
like, in the back of your head, you're like, I can't do this again.
Because dude, I couldn't even shoot successfully. You fuckers are crazy.
How quick did you move from just snorting or smoking it to shooting it?
Well, that was gradual too, as kind of like addiction for me as a whole was. Because that was like dirty. That was like filthy. Like, I'm not I always have to deflect my reality compared to someone else's. And that lets me know why I'm not like them. Yeah. And I didn't shoot. I didn't live under the bridge. And I don't have diseases. And I'm not fucking sucking dick for a hit. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But then as it does, the longer I sniffed it, the higher my tolerance became, the more money it cost, the less my bank account read. And then one day I'm ill as a research monkey and I only have $10 and that's barely going to get me out of the gate. Like for people that don't know what I'm talking about, like take the edge off, kind of the first drink for an alcoholic, just kind of get that. Everything's cool. And it's not even going to get me well. And then someone's like, well, you could shoot a quarter of that bag and be fucking high as Fat Charles' ass. Yeah, and
it's real appealing in that moment.
Yeah, it's just all of a sudden it's not so dirty.
Yeah.
It's okay because my needle's new. And I'm doing it in a car and I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, your stuff's clean. Yeah. You're going home. You're not on the street.
I have a refrigerator and a shower.
Yeah, your lights are on.
Yeah,
You're good, dude. It's fine.
The justification and the layers of it are insane. And you'll never know it unless you know it.
Yeah.
Right. So and then I just, and then I loved it so much that I got a tattoo of it. It's a 2-parter, and it says, "Where's my needle?" And then it says, "Oh, there it is." Like I lost it for a second.
God.
The old 2-parter right above the fucking praying hands here.
I mean, do you regret having those tattoos now that you've been clean for so long, or?
No. You know what, dude? If you would never guess what my very first tattoo was.
What is it?
And I'm covered with them now. My very, very first tattoo is this.
Okay. Oh dear.
And it's obviously it's been worn with time, but it says no more fucking That was my very first tattoo.
Right above your
Right
dick.
above my cock. So any woman who thinks I'm marriage material, just look up.
That's the only tattoo you had for your first one.
First one. And it wasn't even my idea to get that. It was Bam's. Bam can take credit for that.
Oh, I wonder what the first lucky girl who got to see that as your only tattoo must have thought.
Only one.
I mean, that's the male version of a tramp stamp. 100%.
It is. Right above the goods.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I don't regret any of them. And honestly, the jankier tattoos that you see on me are some of the ones I'm more fond of because they come with like really good memories.
Yeah. It's not just you going to a studio and getting it done. It's
it's a lot
real
of
memory.
On a tour bus in the middle of Idaho at 5 a.m. or whatever. Like I was in Finland and I was pulled an all-nighter and saw a tattoo shop and decided to get Swedes or weird. And I wasn't even in Sweden. But it was just
you just think about the Swedes.
Yeah, we just get on a tangent and a kick and it adds character.
Do you still get new tattoos?
I got this, dude. I did. I just got this last one. The irony in this, I took my tattoo artist. We went to Vegas to see Dead and Company.
Okay.
At the Sphere, right around my 10
I might have been at the same show. When was this?
May.
Oh no, mine was in July.
Yeah. So this was in May, and we went 2 nights, and we started, and I just finished on the Strip. The irony, the full circle, Vegas for people like you and I, is problematic.
That place is fucked.
Yeah, and especially in the peak of addiction. So we've done our deal there, right? But now I go back sober to see Dead and Company, and I'm staying on the Strip in a very nice room, and I have my tattoo artist with me, and he tattoos a humongous portrait of Jesus's face on my back. So the tables have turned. I'll let you check it if you want.
Yeah, let's see it. Oh my God, it's actually an extremely good tattoo.
It's not like no more.
Yeah, that
took a little more time.
It's an insane tattoo. You really meant your entire back too.
Yeah, I don't really like fucking easily or gradually do much.
You seem like you really go all in on like everything you do.
Where'd you pick that up at?
Good question.
Fucking first story. But yeah, like that. But in Vegas, fuck, so many bad things have went down there. And then like I go there for my 10-year anniversary to see Dead and Company and stay on the Strip in like this fucking penthouse and have Jesus tattoo on the back. It's almost like a sick joke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. In that scenario, it would be tough for me not to sit there and be like, man, I need a fucking bag.
Totally.
Like,
Totally.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go check all the bathrooms real quick, dude.
Oh man, I don't miss those days. I love.
Which I'm actually intrigued because you've brought this up numerous times now. When did the letting guys blow you start?
At the very end.
Okay.
At
so
the
that was
very
really
end.
like rock bottom.
That was, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And which is how that book starts.
Interesting.
Because like I don't get sober if there's no repercussions for my actions. Like if I have a home to go home to, a wife that loves me, a job that hires me, a dog that loves, like why the fuck do I stop?
Yep.
I stop when the pain becomes unbearable. Right? That you don't get my attention with unmanageability. Unmanageability to me is like a Monday morning cup of tea. Fuck off. I thrive there. The pain has to become unbearable. And that's where you'll get my attention. And that's what happened with that because it was the thing I'd never do. I would never do that. And then one day, right, my opportunities and resources became non-existent and it was late at night and the boys were about to close up shop and all of a sudden this guy's propositioned me and maybe it's not that bad. It's just going to be this one time.
Yeah. Only once?
Yeah. Just
Don't tell anyone?
Just like the needle. You know, you just justify the reality, minimize the severity of the situation.
It's literally never only once.
No.
Ever.
No. And that's what it became. And I was just disgusted with myself, right? And for me, I think maturity played a big part. And I'd attempted to get better or sober, if you will, so many times that at the end, I came to this realization that it's fucking me, right? Because I saw other people and it worked for them. and it's continued to work for them. But I'm not allowing this process to work for me. And what happened was I just came to the realization that what I thought I knew about a subject I was not fucking well versed in, I had no idea about.
Yep.
None. And that's why addiction loved me so much, because they're like, this dumb motherfucker. He thinks he has it all figured out. And I am and was too smart for my own fucking good. And I believe that's addicts or alcoholics as a whole. We don't get here because we took the short bus to school.
Yeah, not at all.
Quite the contrary. We get here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a treatment center or a 12-step meeting that literally has the ability to save my life, and I outthink myself right out of it.
Yep.
Because the thinking is the problem, not the drinking. But I don't know that at the time. So I continue to repeat my behavioral pattern, and every day looks like Groundhog's Day. Fuck.
Yep. And it doesn't really matter what you tell yourself mentally. Tomorrow's going to be different. Tomorrow's going to be different. It's never different.
No. And
Never
again,
different.
that's where, and again, none of this shit that I knew, I had no idea about that I'm talking about now, which is why, ironically enough, I'm able to stay sober. But logic doesn't stand a chance. Logically, I know that I'm killing myself one bag of at a time. I know this. Very apparent. But the reality is I can't not.
Yep.
And therefore, when I was able to actually be blessed with sobriety, it talks about no human power can ever or will ever be able to lift me of the obsession or rid me of the desire to continue to drink or drink. I had to have a spiritual experience with a power greater than myself that did for me what I was never capable of doing. And
Yep.
trust you me, I've tried a lot of different ways and I've done a lot of different things only to end up in the same exact places.
Another thing that I really am curious about that you probably see firsthand in the position you're in with these facilities and the work you do where you're running these groups every day is you've probably seen how drastically the game has changed in the past decade that you've been sober, where now people are shooting up and old news at this point. It seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, a pretty horrible time to be an addict, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty horrible time to be any addict.
100%, of course. Of course. But with your experience...
I think actually an opiate addict right now is, in my eyes, pretty good because from what I hear, I don't know this, but the bags of are $3. It's pretty fucking easy to come up with $3.
So it's good for them
Yeah.
in their addiction.
That doesn't even make sense to say, but yeah, it's a little easier to be an addict, I think, today because I couldn't come up with $10 a day. I feel like I could always come up with, I could count 300 pennies and get 3 $1 bills and get a bag, I believe.
But someone who, I would imagine someone that went as hard as you did, if let's say we moved up your sober date by a decade, I'd imagine you'd probably be dead right now.
I was going to say, I don't know if I'd be sober.
You wouldn't have that sober day.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent every living minute of every living day trying to inject myself with as much that I could fit into a needle. And the goal was to make the plunger barely be able to fit in there without popping out. Like,
God, I'm like
that
tingling
was,
just
that's the
thinking
goal.
of this
That was the
description.
goal. You know what I mean? For like that was it. That was my goal. So it's only by the grace of God that I was spared my life. Yeah.
How many times have you over?
Countless. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like that was an everyday objective for you.
It was. Unbeknownst to me. It wasn't like
Yeah.
I was shooting to be on this like insane suicide mission.
Yeah.
I just wanted to escape the terrible reality that I wasn't willing to accept that I created for myself at that time, looking back. At the time, I thought I was a victim of my circumstances. So it was your fault, it was her fault, it was their fault.
Yep.
Never mine.
Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah.
You're doing the right thing.
You should be more like me. The world will be a better place.
They made you do this.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
If you had a f***ing father like mine, you'd shoot too. Fuck you. That quick, I can create a barrier. So now I can't even fool myself anymore.
Yeah. Next up from Kabusi, he wants to know, what's your favorite and least favorite tattoo?
My favorite is Man, that's so fucking hard. Favorite and least favorite. So I'd say favorite. My favorite obviously is my new one on my back because it's like a real statement piece, and I'm sure they saw that.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. You showed that clearly.
Shout out to Mitchell. He's my tattoo artist out of Richmond, Virginia. He's fucking aces. That's my favorite. It's my newest. My least favorite, I'd say, was just it's such a stupid answer, but I don't have a least favorite because they all mean something in their own way.
Yeah.
I've gotten some covered up, but it's not because like I didn't like them. It's just because they didn't fit or like I had to do stuff. They all mean something. I don't have a least favorite.
You appreciate all the tattoos.
I'll tell you one I dislike.
Okay.
On my leg, I have right here, it says rule. And this is probably the one I hate, the least favorite. It says rule. And every time I would be detoxing or withdrawing and I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm fucking pissing, shitting, throwing up all at the same time simultaneously, I would just stare at the word on my leg. And I'm like, dude, if I just had a feel so much better. Oh. So it just fucking pissed me off.
You've got a constant trigger to stare at.
Yeah, as I'm like, throwing up, shitting, pissing, all that. Like, if just one pin, I'm staring at the rule. No, fuck they rule. But I don't have, So that one pissed me off.
I have another tattoo-related question here from the OG Con Wayne. And honestly, I'm not sure what he's referring to with this, but this one got a good amount of likes. He wants to know if you still have Bam's load tattoo on your arm.
Goddamn right I do.
Which tattoo is he referring to? Can you fill me in on that?
So we had been up sniffing for like 5 days.
Okay.
And Mitchell, same tattoo artist, he always was around with us and sniffing for 5 days, like 5 a.m. Bam and I choose to shoot a game of pool.
Okay.
I win the game of pool. This story is so wrong that it's just right.
Okay.
5 days sniffing, no sleep, shoot a game of pool, 5 a.m. I win the game of pool. We go down. I lay on a bed. He puts a pillow over my head, and he puts a laptop up, and he puts on, and he jerks off, and he comes onto my arm right here, and you can see it. That's the load. And then Mitchell comes in, and he traces the load, and then he takes the needle and goes over top the cum, which puts it in my arm. So I've have a man's come inside of me without him even fucking me. And that's a pretty rad trick.
That's impressive.
And I won the fucking pool game. It also defies logic, like my recovery.
Did you ever get him back for that? I mean,
I wanted that. It's so wrong. It is
that's
what
so
it
backwards.
is.
I can't even comprehend it.
It's kind of like everything else you've been talking about.
So I won this pool game, and
I used
this guy's nut tattooed.
I
in my
used to
arm.
go into like lobby airports bars, and I'd be drinking. And one day I'm in this lobby bar at the airport, and there's this barkeep and a flamboyantly gay guy, and I'm like, if you can guess what this, I'll give you $100. And he looks at it, he goes, "Oh, honey, that's cum." And since then, I've never asked anyone if they could guess for $100 again. I had that glass of wine was like $9, and I had to leave a $100 tip. Like, fuck.
The $109 glass of wine.
Legit. Yeah, so that's that.
Well, we had a couple other questions, but honestly, I think we covered them in our conversation already. One of them was asking about whether you got your spark back, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Seems like you did.
Totally.
Seems like you did.
I have that lust for life.
100%. There was one incident that I wanted to ask you about before we wrap up that I saw people mention on Twitter, and I saw you tell this story on Steve-O's podcast previously. You talked about how Bam used to pay you to put rocks in your ass.
Yeah. Well, he didn't pay me to put rocks in my ass. One time, no, that was so we were on tour in Europe.
Okay.
And we were in a dicey part of town, and I had no money, and I'm like, dude, give me $50, give me $50. And he knew what I wanted the $50 for. He's like, I'm not giving you $50. And he's like, here, I'll give you $50, you shove this rock up your ass. Of course, I've put a lot of shit up my ass. My asshole doubled as a suitcase for a long time, because I'd always have to like smuggle through customs and shit. Which is why when I got sober, I had to have hemorrhoid surgery because like I fucking
You boofed so much shit.
Yeah, just my asshole literally just was a fucking suitcase.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
So I put the rock up there, and I forget that the fucking rock's up there. And then we do this show, and my asshole starts bleeding profusely, and I forget that the rock was up there because I got so high off the $50 he gave me.
I mean, it sounds like your ass was also a pretty effective pocket to get a rock up there and then forget.
Legit. Priorities. My priority was not to get the rock out of my ass. It was to fucking score dope and then party at the show.
Yeah, once you got your 50 bones, that's all that matters.
Game on.
I was so intrigued because I didn't get to finish you telling the whole story on Steve-O's show.
Yeah.
But I heard you start it, and it was right as I had to go, and I was like, fuck, I got to ask about that shit.
There it is.
I mean, well.
And we have all that on film.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see it, but I'll take your word for it.
It's on footage, yeah. It's in. We've used some of that stuff before. Isaac, we've cut to some of that shit, haven't we?
It's good that we have an eyewitness in here today that's seen your bleeding asshole
totally
full of rocks. That's great. Well, for everyone watching at home that somehow hasn't tapped in with you yet, maybe they need to follow you on Instagram or give you a call if they need some treatment. How can everyone get in touch with you?
You can go to my website, BrandonNovak.com, all one word. That takes you down the rabbit hole of all my stuff. But if you're out there and you need help, call me, 610-314-6747, and we will get you the help you deserve, whether it's with me in my facility or another organization in another place, whatever is best for you. I'm beyond grateful to have the ability to devote my life to helping people who are where I once was. So I get it, man or woman. It's going to be okay. Give us a call.
Nice. Well, thank you all for tuning in. And Brandon, thank you for coming.
It's been amazing.
It's really been an awesome episode. This was a very fun one.
I enjoyed it.
I hope you all enjoyed just as much as we enjoyed filming it. And also, make sure to subscribe to Kids if you haven't yet, because we only have 30,000 subs on that channel, and that's not as many views as we get. So something's not adding up. Go drop a sub on Kids. Go check out all of Brandon's links in the pinned comment below, as well as the description. And if you need some help, give him a call. Thank you all for watching episode 83. Catch you in the next one. Deuces.
Peace.